course, expected to give us this 25 basis point cut. Why not 50?
I think that the ECB would like to keep its powder dry. Even this rate cut will face some opposition within the Council. Many policymakers don't feel that a rate cut is necessarily going to deliver very much in terms of boosting growth in the region. So there has been resistance. I would argue that there's been opportunity several times this year for the ECB to go for a lowering of rates, and they haven't taken that option. Now it seems as if the evidence is clear that the economy is really struggling. Inflation is very low, so a rate cut at least would boost confidence.
So this is largely symbolic. What other non-standard easing help can we see from the ECB?
There's a chance that they might announce measures to increase lending out in the periphery, and particularly to small and medium-sized enterprises, which is where credit availability seems to be particularly tight. Now that could take the form of a further easing of collateral rules, for example, lowering haircuts on collateral. They could also encourage national central banks to accept a wider range of collateral for loans, particularly SME loans. They could also perhaps do some funding for lending scheme type initiative backed by another long-term refinancing operation. These are all possible, but we're not holding our breath that they are going to necessarily announce these today.
We've also got letter speaking to Barroso. I think we're streaming that right now as we speak. What are you expecting to hear from that?
The Italian government, the new Italian government, is intent on encouraging the European Commission to ease up on its austerity requirements. So this is something which obviously is being repeated in other countries as well. A growing view that austerity is self-defeating, that if you cut deficits, budget deficits, in an environment of very weak demand anyway, that you just exacerbate the recessions that are happening in these economies. So a letter will be pressing Barroso to give Italy and other countries some leeway on their deficit reduction targets.